situationship.
There is almost a liberation being in a situationship.
This sounds like lust.
It feels like a cop-out.
My dad pull me aside and tell me, don't get together with this person. What are we? This is your daily catch-up. So Krisha's back.
Oh, there's more than one person back today then.
Oh,
And Jared's
hear
back.
my back hurts so much.
Okay, so while I was away during reservist, right, I encountered a very interesting topic on TikTok because that's all you do in the army. You just scroll through TikTok.
Don't tell your commanders that. Yeah, but sure.
I am the commander. Wait.
You are a commander. That's so sexy.
Stop it.
Wait, what's
Love
the situation?
next DDK episode, Denise and John baby update. Okay, so the reason why we're even sitting in this way is because Gen Z's over there,
Old man over
handsome
here.
young man over here.
Technically, I'm a zillennial.
Yeah, I never like peg you as a Gen Z. Like you have this millennial energy to you.
I pegged John Paul.
Never mind. It's okay. Today, I'm going to try to be less boomer. That's why you are here. So basically, I was scrolling TikTok and I keep coming across this term called situationship. Just now, they tried to explain to me before we filmed it, but I still don't fully grasp it. Can you properly define what is a situationship?
Okay, Krisha will tell us off the top of her mind without referring to any notes at all.
Okay. Okay. Basically, it involves emotional connection without commitment or future planning. So there is no like long-term goal when you enter this relationship. Like both of you know that there's an expiration date on it.
So you're setting up yourselves up for pain lah.
No, but that's the thing. Like there is almost a liberation in being in a situationship. Like to know.
I disagree.
What?
Okay.
Wait. Sorry. Before
In layman terms, I think what it means is you are doing everything that a couple would do, but then you all don't know whether you are actually dating and you have no idea what the other person actually fully feels about you.
I
And
feel
whether
like I
or
do that
not,
with my male friends, but okay.
and whether or not that person is seeing other people also. So it's like a very grey area.
Oh, got open.
Wait, what?
Is it open?
Also, it's
just-
not exclusive?
It's assumed exclusivity.
Assumed. But never. So this is just two people that are trying to figure shit out. Dating in some ways, but they are not communicating properly lah.
Back in our day, wasn't that called like a fling?
A fling. Sorry.
No, so I think this is the very positive version of it, but the fact that it's called situationship to me sounds like there's a situation to be solved. So the problem is that it is not communicated. Like I think if it's a fling, right, and both of y'all know that you are just in this for fun, like whether or not there's sex involved or whatever, right? So then it's very light. Like you both don't really take it that seriously. But situationship is like either one of you or both of you have some level of what's the thing? Like you have some stake in it.
So are there emotions involved?
Yeah.
So, okay.
Complicated ones.
Another example, just to help the people who also don't understand what this is. Let's say two people meet and then they find out that because of religious reasons, they cannot be together. But they still really, really like each other. So they stay together for a while, even though they know that eventually it will never become something that's properly like long-term. Is that a situationship?
Yes.
Okay. So then, right, because now that you are defining it like that, right, I'm questioning whether some of my previous relationships were actually situationships.
Damn, how long were they lasting for?
Yeah.
Whoa, wait, can I say it?
Big shout out to everybody who is part of our 100k gang so far. For the 50% of you who are still not subscribed, do join us. Spend a few seconds, tap the subscribe button and it might like you back.
Let's go.
Back to the episode. Okay, what's the situation
Yeah,
here?
The
let us
situation is that after getting together with this person, I start to identify potential signs that maybe this cannot be a forever thing.
But at that point, you all have established that you're girlfriend, boyfriend.
Okay, so this is another challenge for me, right? Because I don't care about that label. So it's
Okay.
like the
We're
person...
just together.
So I will never like, oh yeah, you're my girlfriend,
What
or
a
you
red
want to
flag.
be my girlfriend, this kind of thing.
The moment you DTR it,
Wait, what?
the moment you DTR,
Define the
No, you were down to-
relationship.
yeah, you define the relationship.
Oh, I thought it was down to relationship.
No. The moment you define the relationship, the moment you say,
Close.
hey, what are we? Boyfriend, girlfriend, boom, you're in a relationship.
Oh my god, so one person can be in a situationship
Yeah.
and the other person can be in a relationship?
Yes.
No, then it was just a case of bad communication, right? Which is the case lah.
No,
that
but
you
then
did.
okay, I would say it's I don't know what I'm feeling at that point of time. Because back then we don't have such words,
Then
right?
you shouldn't have called her your girlfriend lah.
So I don't know what I am. I don't know what I'm feeling or where I'm going with this.
But like, what did you guys do? Like once you...
You don't want to know. You don't want to know.
Too young.
We can't say on camera.
I don't kiss and tell. Okay.
I think the issue here is the situationships are the objective is not a future. Like you are figuring out like if you want to be with someone, like do I have a future with this person? But a situationship is, we are fundamentally different people or it's never going to work out.
But then yet we do couple things together.
Yet you do couple things together.
What? Why would anybody do
Yeah,
that?
why don't you just go meet someone who's more
Because you
compatible
like the
with
guy.
you?
It's like you want it to work, but deep down you know it will never
Yeah.
Do
work.
you think this is just ass shit? Because it sounds to me like I'm just afraid of commitment and I have all my other mental issues that I have to deal with. So I don't want to commit, but I really, really like you still. But then I cannot deal with the problems and the cons or the challenges that come with being in a relationship and commitment.
No, but that's something that a lot of people like older people. I don't want to say older, but like
Sure.
Wait,
But
sorry,
like
I couldn't hear you.
But the upper people.
upper people feel that it's like a waste of time and stuff like that.
What is a waste of time? Oh, the
Like a situationship, like
Okay,
why
okay.
are you wasting time in a relationship
Okay.
if you know it's not going to work out? But the thing is like, it's not time wasted. It's like, there was this one conversation I had with a friend where basically it was about situationships and it's about like being present in that moment. Like when you're in a situationship, you're not thinking like, where do I see myself with this person 5-10 years from now? Can I marry this person? Can I do? It's more like, we are both young. We are both having fun. We are both enjoying ourselves. There's nothing more than that. That's all we need from this.
It feels like an evolution of friendships. That means it's like the closest, the most intimate you can get with people as friends. Since there is no end goal. So then can't I have many, many friends that I'm that intimate with? And all of these are my situationships. So actually, what I'm seeing now is that situationships doesn't fall under relationship categories. It falls under an alternative friendship category.
No,
Yeah.
so if this is just like in the realm of friendships, right? Doesn't that sound like friends with benefits?
No, but it's
Or-
the emotional intimacy.
Friends with emotional benefits. I like someone so much that I also want to hold their hand and kiss them.
Not uncommon between girls actually.
Nice.
Or men, I don't know.
Yeah, lor. I also don't think it's that uncommon. No, I mean culturally, maybe in Singapore it's a bit awkward, right? But in other countries, it could be a
Like
complete
where you're
norm.
from
Yeah.
lah.
Where am I from? No, but yeah, thoughts. Since like, if I redefined it this way, does that make more sense?
I think it's a really cool definition that you've come up with, like as an alternate friendship. But I think it's like difficult to put into words, but like there's something that's different from it being a friendship and a relationship. Like, yeah, you want to like be really close to your friends and I love my friends so much, blah, blah, blah. But then there is like this aspect of it where like it also ends. Like it ends and I never have to see you again.
Don't friendships also end?
Like ghosting.
Yeah.
But it hurts way more when it's a friend.
Okay, but based on the definition, it's that you are building intimacy.
Yeah.
So in that same sense, like similar to friendships also, it will also hurt.
Yeah.
So are you treating this person like just a piece of meat?
No.
A convenient piece of
I
meat like
would
7-Eleven
never.
instant food? But 7-Eleven, you want to sponsor us? Then
I was wondering if this was kind of filling up like the meter of like emotion.
What is the meter of emotion?
yeah, what are you talking about? Using these weird analogies that you don't
can come up with frameworks all the time.
know, but yours don't make sense.
Hello everybody, comment down below situationship if you are currently in a situationship. Okay, back
Even
to
she
the
don't know.
episode.
I want to understand why it's liberating. You can speak for yourself, but what you understand of the Gen Z perspective also. But why did you say that situationships are liberating?
To know that like there is no burden or pressure of having to have like a long-term goal with this person is freeing in a sense, especially for someone like who is a woman of color, where in tradition and culture it's deep rooted, right? That, you are supposed to get married and have children and then take care of those children. It's very like traditional gender roles. But then to be in a relationship where you don't have to have plans for any of those. To know that it ends, to know that, oh, in this moment, I like this person, yeah. And like, it ends eventually and that's it. I move on and like continue with my life. Like, there is no pressure in that sense. The only thing you have to think about is like, what is happening now?
Based on her definition, have you been in a situationship?
Wow. Oh my God, I think I have. I'm wondering whether the situation that I was in was like a friends with benefits thing or a situationship.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I feel like if friends with benefits both catch feelings, but then they're not sure, don't want to be together, then there's a situationship there.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was this friend who we were just in 2 people in this larger friend group lah. And then one day we just started.
Making out.
Sure. Yeah.
Why are you licking your... Both of you are licking your lips. That's so gross.
Yeah, the water. Oh my God.
What was he saying?
Yeah, and then so that started to become like a regular thing from that point onwards.
The piat-piat.
No, just make out. Like whenever we will meet up, right, it's almost like a given that we will kind of do intimate things.
Get the frisky.
Yeah. But then we didn't establish anything. And I think we both knew that it wasn't going to turn into a relationship. But with that knowledge inside, we still continued to like, we're here. That's
That's a situationship.
Let's do it. And then I remember, because we're not exclusive, I remember like we're not anything.
Yes,
like basically
Jaren.
we're not anything. So like sometimes she would go and things
Do
with
the
other,
same things
do things with
with
other guys lah. Yeah,
Okay.
you know. And then I did feel a bit like, but weren't we like?
Wait, sorry, but it's not established that you are friends with benefits either.
Yeah, it was not established that we were
Yes.
friends.
Okay.
We just
That's very situation.
meet and then we make out. You know?
That's very situation.
Yeah.
So
Wait, were you building a friendship or anything with this person as on top of that?
Like we were friends. Like yeah. So this was in my younger years where like it would. The night would start with like dinner and all that kind of stuff, and we would be like,
But in a group setting.
in a group setting, and then we'll all just be normal and normal and normal.
Lame.
Yeah.
And then suddenly like towards the
No,
end
but
of
the
the,
group setting carries on.
then after that we get a few drinks, and then once we get a bit tipsy, then then things get a bit frisky lah. Yeah.
Right,
so that was starting to become a regular occurrence.
Wait, so that means in the same night in that group, she making out with you, then she go and make out with another friend and another friend?
Not.
So she has dinners lined up all week.
No, yeah, no. So it's not friends that you know, guys that you know.
You are not Tunnel Brothers.
No, we're not Tunnel Brothers. Yeah. Like other people. Like, like
okay.
you know,
So
you're
people
like,
you don't know lah.
Like you're a friend of a friend, that kind of thing lah. It's like-
So, okay.
yeah. So, like this guy like, hey, what's up? And then they suddenly disappear.
And they're like, in front of
They're
you.
like, wait. Your breath smells so familiar.
yeah. So was that a situationship?
Did you get to know each other outside of making out with each other?
Yes, because like during like the more like friendly times before the making out, we would just be friends lah.
Did you
Like,
kind
just
of
talk
think
about
in your
stuff.
head that, wow, I might date this?
No, that's the thing. I think that both of us had that very definition of like, no lah, you know, it's fun.
Okay,
it's fun.
great.
Let's do it.
So we have a victim.
Survivor.
What do you call this? We have a case study.
Okay.
We have a
A guest.
somebody who's experienced it. How do I? What's the
A
term? for this?
subject.
We have a subject.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have a subject. Beautiful. So, I want to know, right?
Questions.
Since you've been through it, right?
Let's say we have.
What were the feelings? What were the? Do you struggle to deal with like any moral
Did you jealous?
like, issues?
Did you jealous about the other man?
Was it ethical problem? Yeah.
Okay, question you want to ask again?
Question 1. Did you jealous about the other man?
I remember. I'm not sure whether I was because I'm drunk or anything, but I did feel jealous when like I saw her like think about other
So
guys.
you feel jealous but you don't want to date her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's super situation.
Then I like, you know, I very sheepishly like go up to her like, hey, what's going on? Then she's like, no, we're not anything. What? Like you can go and
So she also is we are not anything.
Yeah.
No.
yeah, we were both like establishing that we were.
So he was in a situationship.
She also.
was in a friends with benefits.
She was in nothing.
She was in FWB.
No, because they were both getting to know each other though.
No, but I think it was very clear for her, but not clear for him.
Okay, but I don't care about her. So what? So besides the jealousy and a little bit like that, right? Like, were there any other feelings? Like, was it confusing for you because this is like kind of like the first time you've been in a situation like this?
I'll tell you the biggest thing that I felt. The biggest thing that made me feel like, can we be adults? We're 32. Okay.
Whoa, you did not need to bring that up.
Yeah, it's brought out all the time. So,
You are more than a decade apart.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Okay,
We are
okay.
both horses.
oh my God.
Wait, what?
We're both horses.
That one zodiac cycle.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I don't think
I'm a horse.
Yeah, so what's the biggest thing you felt?
So the biggest thing that I felt, right, is that, okay, it's fun. It's definitely fun on a like weekly, bi-weekly basis, right? But I was wondering if this was kind of filling up like the meter of like emotion.
What is the meter of emotion?
Yeah, what are you talking about? Using these weird analogies that
Hey,
you
John
don't
can come out with frameworks all the time.
know, but yours don't make sense.
I'm a one girl guy. So if I am currently
Or as
like
John calls it, a one-gina man.
sure.
One-gina.
I'm a one-gina man. And so like I felt like if I was, this is where my attention is it preventing me from seeking out like a real relationship?
His heart only has enough space for one woman.
But your heart was not with this woman though.
yeah, there's no heart.
You like getting
It's
to
just
know her,
cock.
but you never wanted to date her.
So did you only make last minute or short term plans?
No, because we were of a larger friend group, then like our plans were their plans, lor. You know?
Yeah lah.
So you all don't make
it
plans
wasn't
outside,
like
you all-
one-on-one
yeah.
plans.
No one-on-one
So
plans.
there's no
Okay.
introduction to friends and family also, like proper.
No.
And then you feel a bit confused.
Very confused.
Sorry. So your friends knew that y'all were doing this.
Yeah, it's like, off they go
Okay.
again.
So we just went through the list of
Yes.
signs you're in a situationship, and 100% you were.
Yeah, 110%.
God damn.
So the only benefit that I'm hearing right now is it's just very freeing and liberating, and there's no.
But he was
commitment or whatever
confused
to
this
think
whole
about.
time.
Exactly.
No, but-
And jealous.
You were confused even though
At certain-
you knew that you were not interested to pursue her as a partner, correct?
Yeah.
So then, right, did you feel the liberation that she's talking about as you were going through that period with this person?
No, that's why I say like when she was explaining what a situationship was, I say like this sounds like lust, because to me in my situation sounds like it was just I want to make out with someone. It's not so much like, oh my God, I don't have to think about, because I'm the kind of guy who wants to date to marry. What? So this was just something like, since I got nothing else going on, I'm gonna do this. But deep down, I actually want something else. Lah.
Right.
You know?
Deep down. Yeah. Okay. As I'm hearing this now, and I understand, and thank you for sharing, Jared.
I'm so confused.
What I feel like this is, right, is what you should be doing in your early 20s.
Yes.
It is still, it's basically like a child learning how to date. But don't go and tie yourself down, because I think very early on in my life, right, I don't know how to date. I don't know what is the idea of dating, what a relationship is supposed to look like, how you're supposed to be in a relationship, and what is the end goal. Nobody really teaches you that also. And so when I entered my first relationship, kind of, honestly, right, my dad pulled me aside and tell me, don't get together with this person.
How old were you?
Wow. So serious?
You are entering you're going to enter your 20s or what, right? Go and date.
Wow, what
this
a
is
cool
the best
dad.
time to meet new people and blah, 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 blah. But then I stupidly like, nah, this is the one
This is the
gina,
one.
I'm a one gina, whatever the lah. Then I stupidly tied myself down in a relationship that was completely not right for me.
Yeah.
But
not
you
right for
realized
anybody.
it then.
yeah.
Then okay, what?
No, but all the signs were f***ing clear that this
No, it's
is
clear in
hindsight is
hindsight.
2020.
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
In the midst of it also, but it just gets confused with every other aspect, because you are young, maybe you horny, maybe you all these other things, right? So you don't know. And then all your friends are also getting into relationships. Then you see all of this happening, so you just thought like, oh, okay lah, cool lah, this is life, this is normal lah.
Yeah.
But really, that's one of my biggest regrets, because I got tied down with a long ass relationship, right? Then after it ended also, left like a sour taste in my mouth. No, I'm kidding.
PTSD.
I'm kidding. To me, this feels like a very good approach to learning how to date.
Yeah.
Learning to just how to meet people, spend time with people, enjoy your time with people, but you don't really have to tie yourself down until maybe one day you come across that person that you're, and then you realize that, something feels a bit different. Something feels a little bit like a longer lasting thing, something more to this, and there's a deeper connection. And then maybe that's when you want to try to date this person. I think this also helps to relieve the stigmatism surrounding people that like want to hook up or, get physically intimate with people and not commit.
No, so my big question is, what is the difference between being in a situationship and just dating around?
No, so dating around becomes very dangerous because for me, right, like say I'm somebody that is very hard for me to control my emotions or very hard for me to reject people. So if I know that I'm going to be dating people, I cannot just comfortably go out and meet you for dinner or there.
Yeah.
If it's a first date, it's going to last a year. You know what? You know what I mean? Right?
No, I get you.
Yeah, but then if now I don't define it as a date, I define it as I'm just meeting you, hang out, see whether we're compatible and just see whether we can be friends.
But just now we
Maybe
say
there's more.
situationship means you're going on dates, what?
No. So because you're trying to get closer to somebody, understand it and enjoy your time with them, but the pressure of it being a date to identify whether you're compatible for a long-term relationship and so much such bigger things, that pressure sometimes pushes you into a box where you then force yourself to let me like this person. Let me try and make things work and all that kind of shit, which is something that I don't know whether it's necessary at some points in your life.
This is a real role reversal.
Huh?
Like we started off the episode as you don't know what it is, and then we know, and then now it's like you are explaining to me.
Yeah.
My character
No, I'm just trying
undeveloped.
to see where it fits in life.
No, but I think the best thing you said was
Stop it lah. Okay lah.
in that whole monologue.
Okay, off after this lah. Take off. I go home early.
Take off what?
Go home.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Dirty Denise is back.
No, but the
I bring
thing
it for you, John.
Okay, alright.
the thing that you said was that it is something that you should do in your early 20s. I agree with that fully because I think it's the best way for you to realize genuinely what you want and what you also don't want. Because when
That's
you're in a
fair.
situationship, right, and someone does something, I'm not thinking, can I handle him doing this for the rest of my life? I'm just like, okay, it's annoying, but whatever, this isn't a permanent situation. It's something
But that's also not what I want in long term.
yeah,
in a partner.
I now know when I am looking for someone I want to settle down with, have a family with, that's something I don't want. So it's very much experimental.
Yeah, but where I'm torn is that it feels like a cop-out. So I've seen this quote before where it kind of talks about the difference between the older people and more mature relationships is that last time when say your shoe broke, you will bring it to a cobbler and fix it. Now if your shoe broke, you throw
Buy
it
a
away.
new shoe.
Super glue.
Yeah, so it's the case of how do I know whether I am just running away from my problems instead of trying to work them out, and then I just labeling it as, I'm just exploring, dating around. Maybe this is not what I really
What
want.
brand the shoe?
A6.
Hey,
Control
why-
lah. No, kidding. If you sponsors.
No, my question for Krisha is at what age do you think you're going to make that change of in the I'm looking for
I don't think it's an age
situationships?
thing.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
thought about this though.
So when do you,
25.
so there is an age.
So
lah.
my-
No, for her. But
me,
it
there
depends
is
on
an
your
age.
personal experience and
Yeah.
when you feel like you're going to start your that perspective changes, ma.
So if you're saying your 10-10 guy shows up right now and he's
Yeah.
perfect and everything and he says,
Yeah.
I want to date you. You're saying, no lah, I wait until 25.
That's one thing also.
He will wait for me.
I guess he's the perfect guy,
Wait for me.
Okay, 9 out of 9.
She got me there.
9 not good enough.
No, but that's also the thing that I've realized that maybe it's a mistake that I've made because I have set aside time to just not prioritize a relationship, right? And I feel like if you do that, right, and you do that for too long, you sometimes get stuck in that mentality, and you get too used to it also.
Words of caution, guys.
Words of a single man.
But obviously, that doesn't mean you force something, but it still means that you need to mingle,
Yeah.
to look for a viable option because these are quests that it's going to take a long time, right? And you need to lay the foundation for it properly.
Do you all not think that we are over-complicating relationships?
I think for the longest time, people have oversimplified it.
Okay.
Shit.
Wow.
Welcome back, John Paul.
Because
Elaborate.
Even if you look at it in today's day and age, right? And okay, this is something I have to admit, right? Without the modernization and all this Gen Z lingo and shit coming up, right? I wouldn't have understood what is gaslighting, right?
Okay.
But the moment this definition was coined and I took some time to reflect on my past relationships, then I start to identify these things. Maybe I have done it, maybe it's been done to me or whatever, but I'm able to identify it. So then it also allows me to delve deeper into understanding the complexity and nuances of relationships, be it with in a partnership or even in friendships.
I think there's also having these definitions, stuff like that also gives closure in a way. like when you were in like what we now know as a situationship, right? I feel like I didn't have, before it was a coin term, I didn't have a right to talk about it because it was like there was no labels, there was no relationship. So like I am crying or like I'm hurt over nothing.
I think similarly, like another example I can give, right, is in terms of definitions and how they have helped, right, is, what was it?
Asymptomatic. Shit.
There's asexuality and then there's
Aromantic.
Aromantic. Wow, this guy, he knows me, man. Wow. So aromanticism was something that I came across only recently, and finally being able to understand it allowed me to then
Wait, what is
come to
Wonder if
terms
you're
with myself.
aromantic.
No, so I cannot hook up with people. Like for the longest time, even when I was younger, right?
Yeah.
Like when opportunities arise, all my friends like are doing it and they ask me to join them. And, and they ask me to try. Okay.
Whoa.
Come on, man. There's one space for one more.
Like I've always like, I thought like, you know what? It. Even okay, I'm single now. Let's just go lah. But every single time, right, I just cannot bring myself to because I felt like there's no desire and I feel like I'm forcing it. After understanding this term, then I realized that I need to like somebody and have that emotional connection before I can want to do anything, even like physical or whatever with them. Yeah. But prior to that, I was like, why? Is it am I being a pussy? Or like what's wrong? Why can't I do this? Yeah, but now that I understand it, then it feels like I can accept that part of myself a bit better.
the double-edged sword of labels?
Yeah, the danger is that you fall into it and just like take it as is. And then once you identify, then it's like, oh, but that's me, so whatever.
Yeah.
So that's why I still try to just
crutch.
What? No,
I was just gonna say, wow, this is a real change from you. And then forget it.
Back to square one, guys.
I have to revert. So I think today's episode was honestly quite interesting. I think it started off a bit confusing because
We also say ourselves.
I think this was a really great
a good
episode.
conversation we
I
had.
think this was a good conversation for me. I don't know if it was for you guys as well.
No, it was.
But
Yeah.
I felt like at the start it was a bit confusing, but we kind of managed to
Come to a consensus.
defining it and also understanding a little bit more of like
The function
how
of it.
the function.
Why-
how it
While we're
relates
finishing
into
each
our
other's,
Sandwiches.
life. No.
guess not.
Okay, so thanks for watching. If you're still confused, watch the episode again. If not, we'll see you in the next episode. Bye. Comment intern if you want Krisha to explain to us more Gen Z terms.
That'd be so funny.
So funny.
That'd be like so.
So funny.
Oh my god.